for me. Ooh.
What's up, the RECN Network? My name is Jared Dykas. I'm here with Jay Lee Tuck. He used to be behind the scenes, and now today he is in front of the scenes for this exclusive episode of Fail Forward Friday, episode 3. I haven't talked to Jeff in a little bit. I saw that he recently graduated college.
I did.
Congratulations, Sonny.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
And with him doing that, he got this awesome new drone, which is something that we've been very excited to test out. He showed me some footage. He put some footage out on his Instagram. It was awesome. We are very passionate about media and starting a media company. So it's super awesome that Jeff's lovely girlfriend was kind enough to get him that graduation present. If you want to just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so if you see this, Allie, thank you so much. It's an amazing product. And I know that, it's shameless plug for Parrot, but way to go, because they killed it with this, like destroyed it. And I'm so excited to have it on our video.
So let's get into the failure. What happened? With this drone, with this piece of technology, what happened that you failed at? I mean, it sounds like you did your due diligence. Looks like you were, looking at Casey. I'm assuming you looked at drone videos before you got this, right?
Yeah, definitely.
How long did you know you wanted a drone?
The moment that I saw how easy it was and how affordable it is and what the pictures looked like, I was like, I have to have one of those. I mean, who doesn't want one? I always wanted one when I was a kid. I didn't know that I wanted a drone, though. I wanted a helicopter with a camera on it that I could actually see.
That's cool.
As a little kid, and I'm like, who could invent that? And,
that's nuts, actually.
But yeah, so, you can even see it, too. These are kind of dirtied up a little bit. Like, this is a little black. So I'm hoping I'll put that either right here, or I'll just show the video while I talk about this. Yeah, so basically what happens is there's like a couple different settings on this drone where you can actually control it normally, or you can let your phone control it. So like steering games on your phone, so like that. And it was the first time that I took it outside, and I'm like, okay, great, I'm gonna use it. And you could even see me just press it down on the iPad, and it just goes straight up into a tree, and just right into the tree. It got stuck, and I was just like that moment, like, what do I do? It's
like kind of like when you're fishing as a kid, you get your line cut in a tree, and you're just like, oh, I just went to Sports Authority, I got everything right, and then it's just like, oh.
Right, yeah.
Drone crashes actually in itself could be videos that I'd want to watch.
I think so.
If you just take drone crashes, let us know. Would you want to see drone crashes? What do you want to see?
That would have been the first one.
What do you want to see this thing crashed into? My list, old ladies. Number one, every old lady, I want this to crash into their face. Number two, I'm not even going down the rest of the list. But yeah, so what do you want to see this thing crash into? That would be very interesting. I wonder how many people want to.
I would like to see that too.
What gets you to a point in your space to where you're understanding that I can do more things with this? Like, what gets you to that place?
It's interesting you say that, because I think that it's that there's no boundaries anymore. People are like, the first thing they say is, be careful where you fly that thing, you don't want to get in trouble. And I'm like, I kind of do want to get in trouble, because if I get it on film, then it's like, who knows what'll happen? Maybe I'll become the spokesman for the drone's rights, you just never know what shot. And like we were just saying, you were saying, let's fire it up right here. And I'm like, no way, there's no way. And then you said,
it doesn't matter if it's on camera.
We'll get it on camera. And now I was like, oh my God, we could get it on camera no matter what happens, because anything.
It's forever.
Right. And that's the best part about it, is that I can see other people that inspire me to do this, especially people like Casey Neistat, who is my, when I'm thinking about making something, he is the first artist I look at to see how he does it. And just give that inspiration too with his drone shots. I mean, by far amazing. But everyone starts somewhere, Exactly. It all starts with an idea of something that in your head, it's like, oh, it would be cool if I took the drone out and I filmed, some shots of the beach, and then I could cut it up on iMovie. Oh, I could even put it on my Instagram. Like, that all happens, like, in a matter of 2 minutes. And then,
when does it happen?
That happens when I'm sitting here. No.
Really?
That thought happened when I was sitting here editing the Fail Forward Friday video for last week.
No way.
And I was looking at the drone, getting ready. I was charging it up, and I was like,
to go out to the beach. So it was
to go this weekend.
So that's something that I have difficult with, like coming into this. When I sit down in this chair and I look around the room and I look at the resources we have, I have like 10,000 different ideas. But it's not good because we can't do all of them. That's something I'm trying to be better at, is like the pre-screening and the pre-writing and the pre-planning, so that when you go to the beach, you're prepared for it's more purposeful. I'm too entrepreneurial in the space of like, I want to do all these ideas. So, I mean, that's awesome. Like, that's really cool.
And for me, it just like I weighed all the other opportunities, and I didn't even film the spot I wanted to. I went to another one because it was better. Cool. So that's, you kind of go with the flow, but I have that idea, that circle of what.
Well, let's relate that back to, like, recently. So to give complete context, when you were younger, you were telling me about how you would. In fact, we were showing your camera over there. It had like the crew sticker, all the high school skateboard gear stuff. You were someone who always shot videos. You were the kid at the paintball match who was shooting videos, editing. And now, recently, because of what we've been shooting, we're getting a camera, we're getting a drone, we're getting editing software. How does that feel to be back into doing what you used to do as a kid?
It's like, I had this conversation with my dad. I said, Dad, you bought me this $100 software and $100 camera just because I said I was interested in taking videos of my buddy skateboarding. Little did I know is 6, 7, 8 years later that I'm now making videos with drones and different equipment, and it's like all of these things kind of like prepared me for it. And I kind of look at that now too. I'm like, I'm making videos on different cheaper software, but still like getting good quality products, but we're like, it's just freelance stuff. It's not that big, but in the future it will prepare me for something bigger, because I never saw myself as like, I'm gonna go out and be a filmmaker, I'm gonna go to school for it. I just saw it as something that
you didn't go to school for.
No, I didn't. And I knew it was something that I didn't want to go to school for. Because I felt like I could just learn it on my own, and it would become a hobby rather than something, and it's not work. I don't think it's, to me, it's not treated like that. It's just
it's
something
definitely
fun.
not work. It's like, I feel like I'm at a sleepover right now, and we're making goofy videos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so you know, Jeff is actually the person who always edits the Fail Forward Fridays and a lot of the other RECN content that we put out. So I was just telling him off camera, like, this is probably I'm pulling good content, I believe, but hey, it's not up to me. I'm pulling good, them. What's the one piece of advice you'd give to people who maybe are thinking about purchasing some type of technology for like shooting, or like they're trying to build their personal brand? A ton of people in this group are, on our network trying to build a personal brand. What's the one thing from now? I mean, like, we were trying to do this a while ago on Snapchat, even with some of the Gary Vee stuff. Now that we have all this, what are you understanding now that you weren't understanding before? Is it that this is really makes it that much better? Where do you start? What's the first step for someone who's thinking about investing into some technology like this?
I think it all starts with, what are you going to do with it? What is this going to do for you, and what purpose does it serve? Because if you're thinking about making videos and you want to dive all into it, I've always had the thing where it's like, I do it for a little bit and then I'm like, it wasn't what I expected it to be. But if opportunity comes its way and you get to that point and you're like, wow, people are really enjoying what I'm doing because I'm recording it on my iPhone, maybe I should give it a little bit step up from like a camera, not to a camera.
Cool. So it's like test out you got to start somewhere.
And everyone has a phone.
Because if you suck with an iPhone, chances are you're gonna suck with that thing too.
Yeah, and it's like it's not like you just suck. It's just you're not putting the effort into it because you don't believe in what you're telling. But at least get to the iPhone level before you go and buy it 70 or 80D. No, don't go all in on something until you've mastered what this can do. Because once you've figured out that the quality of this is almost equal to what your capabilities of what that is, you'll understand that the other opportunities that come your way are, they're absolutely worth it. It's just a matter of your will and what are you going to put into it. Because at the end, like I was saying before, it's not about the gear.
That's awesome. I appreciate everyone who watched this video. If you want to see some drones crash into stuff, let us know what you want to see the drones crash into. And more importantly, make a video. We are looking to bring more people onto this show. And we want to share your story and your experience about failing forward so that we can highlight your failures in front of a camera and expose it to our network. So, appreciate you watching and have an awesome Friday.
Look.